Yes. So we have, yeah, okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome back to the Bhagavad Gita Study Circle. And we are in 177th session of the Bhagavad Gita Study Circle. Today is Ram Navami, and I wish all of you a very happy Ram Navami, a very auspicious day of the Lord's appearance in the form of Lord Rama. So there is a wonderful pastime of Lord Rama which can be discussed so much in detail, Ramayana. So Lord Rama is always a very inspiring personality. Lord Rama has inspired millions of people for so many centuries and ages that even today we remember him. So Lord Rama is actually a very inspirational character or incarnation of the Lord, which we can relate to very much because he's Maryada Purushottam and he acts like a very normal human being, but then he has created a very great dharmic foundation for all of us so that we can follow that path and achieve the greatest success of human life. So that's why we can connect to Lord Rama very easily. Most people connect, and we should try to understand his life in the Ramayana that has been given to all of us, right? By Valmiki. Of course, that will be another study, and I think we will have that also in future. Simple description about each of the kandas, and that will be very interesting and very informative for all of us. Very knowledgeable thing. If we can understand Ramayana better, the first thing at least that will happen is we will have better relationships with people because Ramayana, the beauty of Ramayana is it helps us to create very good relationships. So there are many, many ways to look at Ramayana, but I think if we can understand Ramayana, then at least one thing that will happen is our perspective about relationships will change. That is for sure, right? So how to maintain relationship, how to handle relationships in tough situations. Very great lessons are there in Ramayana. So Lord Rama is very great, and today I'm sure you must have all seen the Surya Tilak, which was I think at 12 o'clock there was a live telecast. Very beautifully, Aarti happened during the Surya Tilak. So that's another new excitement that has added now to the people and the devotees of Lord Rama. And especially in Ayodhya today, there'll be so many people flocking who must have gone there to have darshan of Lord. And we'll pray that we will also visit Ayodhya very soon and have darshan there. So that will be another great opportunity and a lifetime memory for all of us. Right? Okay, so with this, let us all begin with the pranam mantras. The prayers will be displayed on the screen, so kindly join your palms and let us chant the pranam mantras. So we have also Vinodji joining us. Thank you so much for joining, Vinodji. So let's dedicate this session to His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON and my beloved spiritual master. So let us begin. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome back, all of you, for the Bhagavad Gita study circle. And we are in the 177th session. So, in the previous session, we had discussed until verse number 30. Verse number 30, it talked about, actually, Krishna, when he was talking about uh, three important things, and that is karma, jnana, and karta, right? Action, knowledge, and the doer. These three things he had explained. How these three things are explained in three things. What is that? Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. So we have understood about Jnana, Karma, and Karta in Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. But in the previous session, Krishna also added two more things to that. And what was those two more things? He said, for any action, there is buddhi and dhriti also required. What is that? Intelligence is required and determination is also required. So now Krishna is saying this buddhi and dhriti is also of three types, that is sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So he started talking about buddhi, intelligence, in the sattvic mode. And that was verse number 30. What did he say? Pravritim cha nivritim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha yavetti buddhi sapartha sattviki. So he said that a person who has sattvic knowledge, or not sattvic knowledge, basically sattvic buddhi. What is his condition? Sattvic buddhi, pravartim cha, nivritim cha. A person with sattvic buddhi, he knows what is pravarti marga, what is nivriti marga. He clearly distinguishes between what I am supposed to do. Pravarti means karma yoga, nivriti means jnana yoga. So where do I fit? He knows very clearly. A sattvic person knows whether I should go for karma yoga or I should go for jnana yoga. He doesn't do anything artificially. He is very clear with knowledge as to what he's supposed to do. Very clear about his action. Karya kare means what? He knows what he's supposed to do, what kind of work he's supposed to do. Karya kare. Bhaya bhaye. He's actually fearless. He doesn't have any sort of fear. But sometimes he's also fearful. But fearful of what? He's fearful of sense gratification. Oh my God, what if I indulge in sense gratification and my consciousness will fall down? That is not good. So he's fearful. He doesn't indulge in any material activities and lower his consciousness. So he's very fearful of these things. But if there is any big gunda comes or any notorious person comes, he's not fearful of these people. He is very subtle. He is very bold that way. Okay, he is not fearful of those things. Then bandham moksham chavetti. He knows what binds me, what gives me liberation. So an intelligent person means what? A person with sattvic buddhi. Please understand what is buddhi. Buddhi is an instrument. It's an instrument to discriminate between right and wrong. That discrimination comes from the instrument called buddhi, and that instrument can be of three types. That is what Krishna is saying. The instrument called buddhi can be sattvic buddhi. So a sattvic instrument will do what? Sattvic instrument will have very clear perception about what is work, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what to be feared and what is not to be feared, what gives me liberation, what binds me to this world. Very clear. So such a instrument which is sattvic in nature, he is actually very clear. So this is what we have understood, right, in the previous verse. So, and the best part is, Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, Pravarti is Karma Yoga, Nivritti is Jnana Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, it is very beautiful because it adds Karma also, it adds Jnana also. See, in our Krishna conscious movement, everybody is engaged in Karma, everybody is performing some action. Whether it is Pujari in the temple who is doing deity worship, or somebody who's going out for fund collection, or anybody who is cooking, everybody is actually performing some action. So there is karma, right? At the same time, there is nivritti, jnana marga also. Why? Because every day morning, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything we are doing, we are so we're not simply sitting in one idle place doing meditation. No. So there is pravrti, also there is nivritti marg. So both this combined together is bhakti yoga. So bhakti yoga is very beautiful because you're getting knowledge, and as per knowledge, you're also acting. So that is why it is very nice. Okay. So we and this Satvik fellow, he's always thinking about how do I actually get liberated from bondage. He knows what is freedom very clearly, and he's not talking about political freedom. India was subjugated by Britishers before. Now we are a free nation. No, not that kind of freedom. He's not talking about that. He is actually talking about freedom from the slavery of mind. See, we all have become slaves to our mind to different degrees, right? Each one of us are somewhere trapped by our own mind. So this person who is using his sattvic intelligence, he knows that this is what is my mind doing now to cheat me and make me indulge in sense gratification and is going to bind me. So he's very clear about it. He doesn't want to be slave to the mind, right? He wants to be sitting above the mind. And that's exactly the chariot example. You remember? The chariot of with five horses. The chariot is the body, the horses are the senses, the reins is the mind, and the driver, the charioteer, is the one who is actually holding the reins, is buddhi. So buddhi is what? Buddhi is supposed to be above the mind, right? So that sattviki buddhi is like that. Sattviki buddhi controls the reins and the horses very nicely. So now let us understand what is Rajasic Buddhi, verse number 31. So Hina Mataji, please unmute yourself. Let's chant the 31st verse. Yes. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha
यया धर्मम् अधर्मम् च
karyam chakaryam cha
कार्यं च कार्यमेव च
ayathavat prajanati
अयथावत् प्रजानाति
buddhihi sa partha rajasi.
बुद्धिः स पार्थ राजसी.
Please read the translation.
O son of Pritha, that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, between action that should be done and action that should not be done, is in the mode of passion. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So, very clear. What Rajasic person does? He yaya dharmam adharmam cha. What is happening is ayathavat prajanati. Yathavat means what? He knows. Yathaman, yatha roop, right? We say yatha roop. Bhagavad Gita yatha roop means as it is. But ayathavat means that which is not as it is. So this fellow, a Rajasic person, with Rajasic intelligence, one who has Rajasic intelligence, he is not clear about what is dharma and what is adharma, what is to be done and what is not to be done. No idea at all. Very, very confused personality he is. Very chaotic mind. He doesn't know what sadhana I am supposed to do. No clarity on the sadhana. Whether I should worship this god or that god, confusion is there. I should worship Krishna, or I should worship Ganesha, or I should worship Shiva. Lot of chaos. I should chant Hare Krishna mantra, or I should chant some other Devi Deva mantra. There are people, they are so confused. I know one of my relative. Whenever I meet or talk, I tell them, please chant Hare Krishna mantra. They again ask me, is it okay if I chant that Guru mantra? That mantra is there. Can I chant that mantra also? I said, yes, you can chant that mantra, but you please chant Hare Krishna mantra also every day. That's what I say. And next time when I meet them, are you chanting Hare Krishna mantra? No, sometimes I do, but I chanted Guru mantra. They're very confused. They just cannot understand. So for them, they differentiate things. Now, many people, right, they talk about work-life balance or Prabhuji, should I completely, take up some proper work outside in the corporate world, or should I completely go to spirituality? Why they have this question? Because they are not clear. They are not clear. It is a very indication that they are Rajasic in nature. That is a Rajasic intelligence person. Whenever there is a confusion between people, right? Oh no, I should do this. No, sometimes they say no, I should feel like I'm doing this. I'm confused. I'm not. I don't know what to do. Whenever people are showing this kind of symptom, or they say directly that I'm confused about certain things, it is an indication that their intelligence is Rajasic in nature. You should immediately, this word should come to your mind. Anytime when you see people who are confused, you should know that they are not able to take decisions properly. They are in two minds. They have two opinions. Then you should know that is a Rajasic intelligence. Very, very clear. Now, Arjuna was having the same thing. He was having the same confusion whether should I fight or should I not fight, right? And Kshatriyas, by nature, they are Rajasic in nature. They are not like Brahmanas. Brahmanas are sattvic in nature. Kshatriyas are Rajasic in nature. So Arjuna had, now I'm not saying that Arjuna was Rajasic in nature, but sometimes, Rajaguna takes over. And that's why it is called, that's why he submitted in himself. Arjuna, when he was confused, what did he? Karpanya dosho bahata swabhava. Karpanya dosha had come. Why that Karpanya dosha means what? Kind of paralysis. Why that paralysis? Because there is no clarity on what I'm supposed to do. There is no clear decision that he's able to take, right? So Karpanya, that kind of paralysis when it comes, intellectual paralysis when it comes, then we should understand that mind is Rajasic or the intelligence has become Rajasic, right? So actually, we cannot give 100% to our actions when we are confused. Can you imagine, a person who is not completely convinced about certain thing, but is simply doing out of force or out of some obligation, do you think he can produce 100% result? No. Whether it is a corporate life or a personal life, if you are not very sure about a certain thing that you're doing, then you will not be able to produce 100% result in that area, because confusion cannot create 100% result. It will not allow you to create 100% result. So if you are wanting to create 100% result, then you should be fully convinced intellectually about that thing that you're doing. You should be convinced. Then you will be, yes, happy, and you will be able to do much better. The output, the result of whatever actions you perform will be perfect. That is what I'm trying to say. So people, when they do something with half-heartedness, right, then there'll be in results which are incomplete, right? A sattvic person has lot of clarity because there is like a headlight, fully intense light which is having throwing light with full intensity, like a sattvic person. When there is light with full intensity, you can see what is uh, with clarity. You can see, like, people are playing cricket match these days, right? When they're playing, they have those floodlights. They are playing it in the night. Outside, there is all dark. But within the stadium, there is so much of crowd, and people are seeing ball to ball. They're playing the whole match. Why they are able to see that? Because so many floodlights are there. With full intensity, they're glowing. And because of that full intensity, there's a big game that is going on. Thousands of people sitting and watching and enjoying, and game is going on. Every ball, where it falls, it's all clear, right? Why? Because there is light. So similarly, a sattvic person has so much of light. He knows everything that is happening, very clear about what action is being taken and what he's supposed to do, right? His intelligence is like that floodlight. So his life is like a floodlight match. Whole life is illuminated, no confusion at all, right? But then a Rajasic person, he has dim lights. Just imagine now in the cricket match, in the floodlights, if they become dim, confusion. The bowler will not be able to see, the fielder will not be able to see, the batsman will be totally confused. They may play something, but they cannot play with clarity and the output, the result will be incomplete. And neither the people who are sitting there will be really, will they enjoy? No, they cannot enjoy because they are not able to see the ball, what the players are doing, nothing. So basically, what is happening? There is confusion. And when there is confusion, there is no joy, there is no happiness. You're getting the point because the lights are dim. So Rajasic fellow, the lights are dim. He has lights on, but it is dim. So with dim lights, he doesn't know whether it is a rope or a snake. And when there is no clarity, there is fear. You're getting the point? Rajasic is like that. And then Tamasic fellow, there is no floodlight only. Floodlight is that totally switched off. He's in darkness actually. Now in darkness, can you play the match? You cannot play the match. So similarly, the person who is having tamoguna or tamasic intelligence that we will discuss later, he cannot play the match well, the match of life well, not at all. That is the tamoguna. That's why. So andan tamas. So there is sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic nature. A rajasic person is a very confused person, basically. So that is rajasic intelligence. He has no proper discrimination, basically, no proper decision making. That is how it is. Okay, no clarity of thought. Dev, unmute yourself. Let's chant the 30-second words.
Yes,
Yeah. So 30-second words is adharmam dharmam vidya
adharmam dharmam iti ya
manyate tamasya vrta
manyate tamasavೃತ
सर्वार्थान् विपरीतांश्च
सर्वार्थान् विपरीतांश्च
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी.
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी.
Okay, very nice. So please read the translation.
That understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness and strives always in the wrong direction, O Partha, is in the mode of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you. This tamasic person, no, is a very typical person. He is exactly opposite of a sattvic person. Very dangerous personality actually. Sarvathan viparita. It is viparita means what? Opposite. 180-degree opposite to a sattvic person. Sattvic opposite to them is this fellow, tamasic fellow. He is completely in darkness. Sattvic fellow is completely in bright light. Now, the problem with this tamasic person is he doesn't see danger. When sattvic person is what? Bhaya bhaye, right? He knows, oh, this is fearful. I should be fearful of this because he's seeing things clearly. He is afraid of wrong things. But this tamasic person, because of the illusion, he cannot see wrong things at all. He is totally blind, and such people are very dangerous because a blind person leading other blind people, what will happen? They'll fall into ditch only. This tamasic fellow, if he becomes a leader, it is a sure shot thing. He will take all his followers also into darkness. Politicians you see today, they talk all. If such a person becomes a politician, it's very dangerous because he is in darkness, and the disadvantage of such a person is he never even accepts. Why he doesn't accept? Because he's foolishly confident. He's foolishly confident that what I'm saying is true. He sees a rope instead of a snake, and he thinks that it is rope only. He doesn't see that, oh, it's a snake and it will come and bite him. He's so confident, foolishly, he takes a rope to be a snake to be a rope. That's a very dangerous thing. Where the sattvic person is very fearful. "Arre, I cannot go to gambling. I cannot do this wrong thing. What if I drink and I get intoxicated? I will fall on the streets." Oh, he's very fearful. But a Ramasic fellow will say, "You are stupid. You have no confidence only." He will drink and he'll take pride and glory. He'll not see the danger. He'll not see the consequences of drinking or gambling. Nothing like that. He takes a lot of confidence in doing wrong things. Such people are there. We'll see such people in our life. They take pride in doing wrong things. And then they are also escapist. They'll not do any action. Actually, they don't want to take responsibility basically. Like Arjuna also. In this instance here, when it began, what happened? You want to, oh, I'll go to the forest. Let me not be here. I'll go to the forest and enjoy. He didn't say enjoy, but his idea was that. I'll go to the forest. Let me not fight. See, a sattvic person is also actionless. He doesn't perform action. But he is not performing action because he's in meditation. But a tamasic fellow is lazy. He also is actionless. But his actionless is what? Not meditation. It is sleep. That is the difference between sattvic and tamasic fellow. Sattvic person, when he's actionless, he's doing meditation. Tamasic fellow, when he's doing actionless, he's sleeping. This is the difference. Sattvic person says, knowledge is bliss, right? And tamasic fellow is so confident, he will say that, yes, I'm very knowledgeable. Getting the point? If you tell a person, you tell that, okay, sattvic person is very knowledgeable and is very blissful. This tamasic person is also very blissful, but he is blissful out of ignorance. They say, no, ignorance is bliss. Tamasic fellow. And such people, with tamasic intelligence, they are insensitive to people suffering. Their intelligence is so dull, when they see people suffering, they are very insensitive. They don't bother. They don't use that intelligence, oh, let me go and help that person. No, they're least bother. But a sattvic person, he uses the intelligence to eliminate people suffering. A tamasic fellow will not do that. Because his definition of suffering is totally wrong. He doesn't have any definition, only such definition as suffering. Getting the point? So because there is, in his consciousness, there is no definition of suffering, why should he help? He will not help. So this intelligence is totally corrupted intelligence, basically. So this is about intelligence. So sattvic, rajasic, tamasic intelligence. Now let us understand dhritihi. Determination is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Okay. So Vinodji, please unmute yourself. Let's go to the next verse. The next verse is 33rd verse. So here now we will start discussing about dhritihi. What is dhritihi? We'll understand. Determination. Dhritya yaya dharyate.
Vrittayaaya dharate
Manaha pranendriya kriyaha.
manaha pranendriya dakriya
Yogena vyabhicharinya.
yogenya vyabhicharinya
Dhritihi sa partha satviki.
dritihi cha partha satviki.
Wonderful. Please read the translation.
O son of Partha, that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga uh, practice, and which thus controls the activities of the mind, life, and senses, is determination in the mode of goodness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Determination is unbreakable, sustained with steadfastness in yoga, and thus controls the activities of the mind, thus senses, life and the senses, is the determination in the mode of goodness. See, amazing, huh? This is determination. Dhritya yaya dharayate manha pranendriya kriya yogena vyabhicharinya. Dhritihi sapata satviki. Very interesting. This is actually to be understood. Let us understand this, okay? Determination in the mode of goodness. Satvik dhritya. What is it now? See, dhritya means what? Fortitude, willpower. Some people have very strong willpower. So, why his willpower is so powerful? Because he can regulate the senses. He can keep the senses, the horses, in the control. Not just the horses, but also the mind. And not just the mind, but also the pranic activities. Pranic activity means, there are all the pranavayus which are there in your body. Through the pranavayu, she also controls the mind. See how powerful it is now. How is he able to do that? How? Because he is unwavering yoga. He attains this discipline. Yoga nivebhicharanya. So yoga means what? Yoga means what? He's united with something higher. He's united with God. Hence he's able to handle the difficult situations in life. Getting the point? So he's getting that strength, that willpower because he's connected to God. See, many times in life we all have this temptations. We come across tempting objects, right? And when a person has the right knowledge, very strong willpower, then what happens? He knows very clearly, oh, this pleasure, there is pleasure, no doubt. But if I indulge in this pleasure, it will give me some temporary happiness. But this indulgence will give me a very long term problem, suffering, misery. So he knows very clearly there is pleasure of indulgence which is temporary, and there is pain of indulgence which is long term. So I should avoid this indulgence in pleasures. Right? What is pleasure? Pleasure means yehi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. So in 5.22, I think it is said, what is that? When the sense object comes in contact with the senses, then there is a sensation. That sensation is called pleasure. Right? So now, if you mistaken this pleasure to be happiness, then it's a problem. So he's not indulging in these pleasures because he knows he has something higher. What is that? Yoga, connected to God. Because he's connected to God, why will he suffer because of these lower pleasures? He will not do that. He will not fall for temptations, basically. Right? Why he will not fall? Because he has understanding of the consequences. See, many a time when you perform actions, right, we don't look for the consequences. The consequences are dangerous. A sattvic person will retract. He will not indulge. He is very, very clear. He overcomes the temptation. How he is able to overcome the temptations? Because he has something higher. So such dhriti is called sattvic dhriti. He understands. He never wavers. Please give me a minute. Okay, sorry for that break. Actually, there is some construction demolition work that is happening next door, so there is some noise. Okay, so the point here is what I was discussing. Yeah, I was discussing about the fortitude, the willpower of a person who is very sattvic in nature. He never wavers. He's very clear, right? He's he's not tempted by adharmic pleasures, but because he is connected with God. Another reason why he doesn't indulge in this kind of things is because he knows God loves me, and if I do anything wrong, God will not like it. Krishna will not like it. So he will not fall for any of these things. He doesn't want to displease Krishna because the closer to Krishna a person is, he's happier. When you are doing the right thing, you are close to Krishna. When you do the wrong thing, then you are going away from Krishna, and that gives him unhappiness. See, the intensity of closeness, if you are with Krishna, very close, intensely connected with Krishna, you will have that conscience prick. You will have that, oh, I've done something wrong or I'm doing something wrong, right? And you see, mother, when she punishes the child, so why she punishes the child? Because she's doing something wrong. And why the mother is doing something, punishing the child, and she's punishing only to her child, not to anybody else, because she's closely connected to the child. She punishes. Similarly, God also, if we are close, have we developed that relationship with God? If we are very close, then God will punish us also, right? So that we come to the right path. So we should know whether we are God's child or Maya's child. If we have established a very strong relationship with God, we become devotees, then we will feel miserable with the wrong thoughts. You got the point? What I'm saying is, if you are very strongly connected to God, you will feel miserable if you have wrong thoughts. Just a thought, a wrong thought itself can make you miserable because you're so connected to Krishna. So adharmic actions, they always take us away from God. And if you are away from God, you are away from happiness. So our happiness is actually dependent on how close we are to God. It is a state of mind. And an impure mind cannot be happy. Very clear. An impure mind cannot be happy at all. We should know whether who is ruling. Yeah, ego is ruling or Lord is ruling my actions. Always we should clarify this. Always we should check this. So a sattvic person, he gets that willpower, he gets that strength because he is connected to God. And any greatest dangers in life, he is ready to face that with strong determination because he knows that God is involved in my life. Like Prahlad Maharaj, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Any greatest danger that came to him, right? Whether it is being thrown from the cliff or given poison or put into a fire, any problem that came to Prahlada, he was just taking the holy names of Krishna and he was protected, right? So that is the willpower, that is dritihi, right? So that dritihi comes when we are connected to God. And if you are also connected to God, Krishna, then that willpower will come. Many people, oh, I don't have willpower, I don't have. You get connected to Krishna, you see how that willpower will come. Very powerful. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum lankayati girim. It is said. If when you're connected to God, even a dumb fellow will start speaking very eloquently. Mukam karoti vachalam. Mukha means dumb. Even he will start speaking very eloquently. Pangum lankayati girim. Even a handicapped person, he will start having high jumps when you're connected to Krishna. So that is the willpower that we are supposed to have. So that is Satvik Dhritihi. Okay, so Hina Mataji, unmute yourself. Let's chant what is now Rajasik Dhritihi, verse number 34. Let us see what is verse number 34. Yayatu dharma kamarthan. Okay, let me add. Okay. Yes, Hina Mataji, you can unmute yourself.
यया तु धर्म कर्मधाम
धृत्या धारयते अर्जुना
धृत्वा धारयते अर्जुन
संगेन फलाकांक्षी
प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी
हि सा पार्थ राजसी.
धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी.
Please read the translation.
But that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion, O Arjuna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you. So now this Rajasic fellow, यया तु धर्म कामार्थान धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी. So his determination is very falakankshi. What is this? Let us understand. So a Rajasic person also exhibits dhruti, willpower or determination. I will also show. But why he is having that willpower? Because he has a desire to obtain something. I want this. If something is giving him something, he will work very hard there. That is the source of inspiration. He is having that willpower to do something because I want it at any cost. By hook or crook, I will do it. That dhriti is there. Just like all these thieves, all these thieves, how do they do that? Because they have that dhriti. He wants to become, works very hard. They also work very hard to obtain something material. They have very strong, extreme desire. Strong desire. So that's why they are working day in and out to obtain that material desire. He wants to become famous. Now, Sattvic and Rajasic Dhriti may appear very same because both are working very hard, right? But a Rajasic person is attached to Phala. He's working because his willpower is there, because his ultimate motivation is that Phala Kangshi. Sattvic person is not working for the result. His dhriti is not contextual. Sattvic person, his dhriti is not like, okay, only if the certain situation comes, I'll be very strong in my willpower, or I'll have willpower or strength and determination. Other things is not determined. Nothing like that. Sattvic person's determination is always there in any activity that is like Hanuman. Whether he jumps, puts fire, eats, does any activity, always has strong determination, right? But whereas this person, Rajasic person, prasangena, according to time, place, circumstances, his willpower also changes. Only when he knows that he's going to get something from a specific thing, he'll have full effort. He'll put full effort with a lot of determination and willpower. When he knows that he's not going to get anything, he doesn't have any willpower. So he's very prasangi, very contextual determination is there. Dhritihi, right? So that is the difference between a Rajasic person and Sattvic person. Rajasic person is always working for what? Dharma, Artha, Kama. He is not working for moksha, Rajasic person. Dharma he does. But why he does dharma? Because if I do this, I'll get some result out of it. I go and worship this particular god. I'll offer some coconuts to him. Then I'll get something in result. So they do lot of puja, part, everything, but they want to show off. So that willpower is there to do dharma, but that willpower to do dharma is coming from where? I want something from God. Right? That is why they do. Artha. Artha means money. All the material opulence. So I'll get it. Artha. That's why I'm going to do. Willpower is there to do any activity. Kama. He wants to fulfill his desires. Moksha is out of sync. He is not working for moksha at all because who has seen moksha and all? There is no result. So Falakankshi, no, he's Falakankshi. But he doesn't believe in that moksha, although it is a phala, because who knows whether it is there or not. So that's why he'll not indulge in moksha. But he goes to temple. Not he doesn't go to temple, or he goes to temple not to get out of the world, moksha, but he wants to beg from the God the world itself. So he goes to temple to get the world, not to get out of this world. Getting the point. Sattvic person is going to God because his willpower is what? To get out of the world. But Rajasic person has also a lot of determination, but not to get out of the world, but he wants to get the world. That is the difference. Right? So Dev, unmute yourself. Let's chant the last verse for today.
Yes.
Okay, let me display it. Yeah. Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam
Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam
vishadam madameva cha
vishadam madameva cha
na vimushyati durmedha
na vimushyati durmedha
Gritihi sa partha tamasi.
Kriti sa partha tamasi.
Wonderful. Please read the translation.
And that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion, such unintelligent determination, O son of Pritha, is in the mode of darkness. Hare Krishna.
Perfect. See, yaya swapnam bhayam shokam. So this is what we have to understand. Many things are there. Vishadam, madam. All these things are there. What is tamasic dhritihi? Willpower. Does he have a willpower at all? Yes, he has a willpower. What is that willpower? His willpower is to hold on to certain things with determination. What is he hold on to? He holds on to swapna and dream, negative thoughts, basically. Fear, lamentation, moroseness. He holds on to all these negative things. Getting the point? Swapna. Swapna means what? Basically, a tamasic fellow, he doesn't have the willpower to wake up after the alarm rings in the morning. No willpower only to wake up. He will just put it on snooze and then go back to sleep again. He's a tamasic fellow. So, Rajasic and Sattvic people are like that. Sorry, Rajasic and Tamasic people are like that. So this fellow, he goes back to sleep. Sattvic person is not like that. Moment the alarm rings, tak se he'll wake up. Rajasic fellow, he has very dull feeling about, oh, whether should I wake up, not wake up, but he'll wake up because he has a dhriti to work, right? He wants some result, so he'll wake up. Tamasic fellow will just sleep. He doesn't want to wake up because his tamasic means what? No action, a lazy person. So Rajasic person when he sleeps, see Sattvic person when he sleeps without any dreams. No dreams at all. Rajasic person, he dreams, he gets dreams. Rajasic person, people, they get dreams in the night because constantly they're thinking about the result. That only comes to their mind. They dream. Tamasic fellow is another extreme. He is totally lost. He is in deep sleep. Deep sleep means he's not even aware. What is the difference? See, Sattvic person is also not aware he's in deep sleep. Tamasic person also deep sleep. But Sattvic person, when he wakes up from the sleep, he's fresh. He's rejuvenated. Tamasic person, when he wakes up, he is actually not. He's not very active. You know that groggy feeling is there. So that kind of a thing is there. Tamasic person, when he wakes up, he has that groggy feeling in the morning. So that kind of a situation. He doesn't want to perform any action because very clearly we have understood previously, tamasic person means lazy. He likes to daydream. Lazy people always they daydream. Why they daydream? Because no action. Dreaming doesn't cost anything anyway. Swapna. So daydreaming they will do. Lazy fellow. You know, lazy people, tamasic people, they watch a lot of movies. Not just movies, they watch a lot of masala movies. They like all these masala movies because they connect with the hero or heroine. They identify. And they think, ah, yes, everything's happening there. So they're daydreaming. You know, that movies, they help them to daydream better. So because they help them to do better daydreaming, they like a lot of movies and they watch a lot of movies. So tamasic people are all what? They go to movies to watch a lot of movies. Movie theaters to watch a lot of movies. And all these movies are based on what? Kama and Krodha. Right? So their whole thinking is what? Kama and Krodha. Tamasic people are like that. And in this world, most of the people are tamasic. Rajasic people are little less. Sattvic people are little less. It's a evolutionary pyramid. You know, at the bottom of this society, a lot of tamasic people are there. Getting the point? So that is Swapna. Then Bhaya is also there. His mind is disturbed with imaginary fears. Oh, if I go out of the home, what if somebody will come and break my lock and steal everything that is there in my home? Imagine a fear. Oh, if I go and cut this tree, then maybe others will have problems. There's a coconut tree. I should better cut it off. Some people will say, because what if the coconut fall on the head? Till date, last 40 years, at least 20 years of my life, I have lived below coconut trees. Not a single coconut has fallen on me or anybody else. I've never heard. But still, this person, tamasic fellow, will think, oh, what if the coconut will fall on me? Imaginary fear, very negative thinking. Bhaya is there, fear is there. Unnecessary fear, okay? Then shoka means lamentation. Always lamenting, blaming others. Oh, the world has not given me, he or she has not given me. Blaming constantly. Lamentation, shoka. Then Vishada. Vishada means negativity. A lot of negative things are there in his mind. And he will not progress, he will become stagnant. His whole process of progress is stopped because of this shoka and Vishada. Miserable life, actually. And you know what? When he is given a chance to come out of misery, he will never accept it also. He will prove that I am in misery. He likes to prove that he is in misery. He'll justify his misery. If you are happy, he sees you happy, he will ask, why are you happy? You should be unhappy only, no? He's that kind of a person, very negative personality. See, knowledge and misery, they don't go together. Gatasun agatasuncha. Nanu sohochanti panditaha. Arjuna was thinking like that. He's a very knowledgeable person. Oh, Arjuna, you're talking as if you're very knowledgeable. You're a pandita, but you're a fool. Krishna saw, right? So they don't go together. We may talk like a pandita, but we are not pandita. You should understand this. So we should not justify our misery, but these tamasic people will justify their misery. They will not accept what is right. Right knowledge is not there. And they resist coming out of misery. Even if you want them to come out of misery, you want to help them, they will not accept it. So with this, there are 4 types of people. Carefully listen. 4 types of people in this world. Very crazy type of people, okay? Crazy means basically 4 types of people in the society which we should understand. First, those who do not know and they do not know that they don't know. First category. What is that? Those who do not know and they don't know that they don't know. Second, those who do not know and know that they don't know. Those who do not know and know that they don't know. That is second category. Third category, those who know and they don't know that they know. And fourth category, those who know and they know that they know. Fourth category. So what is first category? Got confused. First category is those who do not know and they don't know that they don't know. Such people are fools. We should avoid them. We should shun them. They do not accept that they are ignorant people. Tamasic fellow. They are very ignorant, but they will not accept it. So that is, they don't know that they are in ignorance, basically. Second category is what? Those who do not know and know that they don't know. Basically, what means they are aware of their ignorance. So, what should we do with them? We should not shun them, but because they are at least aware of their ignorance, we should teach them. We should educate them. The third category, those who know and they do not know that they know. No, such people are sleeping people, asleep. They've gone for a sleep. They're intelligent people. They know, but they're sleeping. So we should go and wake them up. Come on here. Wake up now. Enough. They don't take actions, but they know. Those who know and they do not know that they know. So just like sometimes, of course, Hanuman, we should not give an example. Hanuman is always knowing. The Hanuman itself means intelligence. So, but in a gross way, in a Leela perspective, Jambavan had to incite. He has lot of powers, but Jambavan had to trigger them, right? So we have to trigger some people. They have a lot of capabilities, but we have to trigger them. Then the fourth categories are those who know and they know that they know. They are awakened people, they are wise people, they are enlightened people. So what should we do them with them? We should go and learn from them. Right? You're getting the point? So this tamasic fellow, where does he follow? Which category does he fall in? Dev, which category
The
first?
first one.
Ah, first category. Foolish fellow, foolish person. We should just ignore these people. We should not break our head with such people. We should first identify this. Where does he follow? Which category he follows? You should teach to people only those who are open, or at least they know that they are ignorant. Please understand. The ninth offense of holy names. What is that? Do not glorify the glories of chanting, huh? Yeah, to anybody. We should not give out or talk about the glories of the holy name to anybody, those who do not believe, right? And Jesus Christ also says, don't throw jewels before hogs. If you throw jewels before hogs, they will not know the value of it. So we should not. We should not touch this ignorant people. Because they are not even aware that they are ignorant. If you try to tell them, they feel like as if you are attacking them. They'll become very wild because they don't know that they are in ignorance, right? Like Ravana, he doesn't know that he's doing wrong. He thinks that everything is okay. And Hanuman went there, Lord Rama goes there, he feels that he's been attacked. We should be very careful. Don't attack them. We should not attack. Right? So they're ignorant people, tamasic people. Ignorance and arrogance will never go together. Knowledge and humility will always go together. You see. Oh, I mean, ignorance and arrogance, they go together, and knowledge and humility goes together. You should know this. Wherever there is ignorance, there is arrogance. And wherever there is knowledge, humility is there. You should know this. Okay, so this is about uh, Satvik, Rajasic, Tamasic, Buddhi, and Dhrutihi, determination that we have discussed today. Any questions? Lakshmi Mataji saying, big puzzle, Prabhuji. Yes, it is a puzzle. There are people, right? Any,
Prabhuji,
yes.
yeah, I just wanted to ask, you gave the example of tamasic dhritihi. So how
Hmm.
to get out of tamasic dhritihi and go walk towards sattvic dhriti? What would be the way to do that?
Yeah. So, see, Tamasic Dhriti means what? We understood that he is fully uh, determined about wrong things, or he's attached to fear, negativity, lamentation, shokha, vishada, dreaming, daydreaming, all these things goes on in his mind. He's very lazy personality. Basically, there's no willpower, and willpower is there, determination is there for what? Sleeping and daydreaming. That kind of a thing is there. So the best way is, see, I'm not talking about you, but in general, when you give prasadam, number one, it helps a person to move away from tamasic guna. Other thing is association of devotees. Association of devotees will help a person to evolve. Very important. And another thing that can happen for a person, a tamasic person, is when something really big hits him so badly that he will start thinking that is there a problem in my life. See, when this little thing also comes, this little thought comes in his mind, Krishna will immediately guide him. He will connect him to somebody, and something can change. He'll at least know what has happened now. He is realizing that he's ignorant. Some people are so ignorant, they need a very big punch, they need a shock. That is when they are awakened. So when that happens, oh yes, there is a problem in me. Even if the thought comes, I'm wrong. Immediately Krishna arranges for some solution for that through someone. That is something very important that happens. So that he can come from tamasic guna to sattva guna. Reading scriptures, right? Reading scriptures will give us knowledge, sattvic knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And when you start acting on that knowledge, that gives you more determination. Why determination? Because realization will come. See, the best thing is when you practice spirituality, it is not a one way thing. It gives you realization why you are moving forward in spirituality if there is nothing. No, it gives you realization that Krishna also reciprocates in one or the other way. I'm sure each one of you, somewhere, you have felt that presence of Krishna where Krishna has reciprocated with you in some way, and that gives you determination, dhritihi, right? So, if you're going from Pune or Mumbai to Lonavala, right? Every time you go to Mumbai to Lonavala, on the road there are those uh, milestones. Lonavala 40 kilometers, Lonavala 60 kilometers, or 20 kilometers. As you progress, you see those milestones, and you know that you are nearing your destination. Similarly, in spiritual life also, you get certain milestones. You will experience those milestones, and when you see experience those milestones, you know that you have moved from tamasic guna to sattva guna. But for that to happen, first thing is association of devotees, have prasadam nicely all the time, and then read. So by reading scriptures, automatically you're directly hitting these Bhagavad Gita sessions, whether by reading or listening. What is happening? You're directly attacking your tamoguna. Tamoguna means ignorance, no knowledge. Bhagavad Gita class means full of knowledge. So, right? Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad Gita classes are all full of knowledge. So, what is happening? This knowledge is directly attacking your ignorance. Your ignorance is getting shattered. Light is hitting darkness. So, then what is happening? Slowly, this darkness will dissolve and go away. Now, there is darkness, but that will dissolve gradually. The more you intensify the light, the more you dissolve the darkness in your life. This is what has to happen. Getting the point?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Now, Dhriti, when you get the knowledge, when you see things clarity, with full of clarity, then you will have that determination to do the right things. You will not be fearful. You will not lament. There is no vishada, there is no shokha, right? There is no swapna. You are energized every time. Your motivation is there to do the right things all the time. So when that comes, you are self-driven basically. You are not dependent on anything or anybody to drive you to do the right thing. You're self-motivated personality. Sattvic people, they're self-motivated. Rajasic person needs motivation. Tamasic fellow, he'll not receive motivation only. Getting the point. So Sattvic person are all very self-driven people because they have that knowledge and that driti willpower. So this is how it is.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Any other question? So these four categories you should remember as much as possible, because then you will know where do I fall out of these four people, and slowly we should move ahead in our life. Okay, so a very very happy Ram Navami to all of you once again, and please pray to Lord Rama that he purifies our mind and makes us very very happy, right? Because what is that? Um, Rame Rame Manorame, we said, right? Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Rame means what? He gives us Ramana. Ramana means what? Enjoyment, bliss. Rama, the name is so wonderful, he gives us bliss. So we should make our life blissful by chanting Rama's name. So today is a great day, Ram Navami. We can pray to Lord Rama, my Lord, please make my life blissful. And that blissfulness can come only when you destroy that ignorance in my mind, right? And then make me very happy. So I think I've already explained Rama, Ma. Ra is Agni Bija mantra, Ma is Chandra Bija mantra. Ra. Ra means you have to open your lips. You cannot close your lips and say Ra, right? You have to touch your lips and you have to open your lips and say Ra. Touching your lips, you cannot say Ra. It's like opening the door. And when you open the door of your mouth, all the negativity, ignorance, everything which is there will come out of the mouth. And because Agni Bija Mantra, Ra, it will burn away your ignorance. And when you want to say Ma, you cannot open your lips and say ma. You have to touch your lips and say ma. Right? It is closing the door. So ma is Chandra Bija mantra. It will keep your mind very peaceful, very blissful. So that way, what is happening? So all the ignorance is gone and bliss is coming. See, Rama is so powerful. Just by chanting Rama, you are enlightened. So you were asking, no, how to get rid of the tamasic driti? Just chant Rama. Okay,
Yes.
good. Take care. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
everyone.
Krishna.
Thank you for joining Achutanji, Lakshmi Mataji, Dishna, Dev,
Hare
Veena
Krishna.
Mataji, Jochi. Hare Krishna.